Guys, I'm sorry, but you've been sold a lie. The old way of running an SMMA is completely dead. Completely. And you can see it across the board. It is harder than ever right now to start an SMMA if you want to make 10K plus per month. And so the old way of running an agency right now is to sign on clients for less than $2,000 a month, to sign on lots of clients. That's what everyone's doing, signing lots of clients for very slim margins, no revenue share. They're not taking a portion of the client's results. And you're working with a big team, low margins. You're working lots of hours, 6 days a week. And all of this leads to stress, low bank account, unhappy clients, and more importantly, just an unhappy you. And this was me 3 years ago. 3 years ago, I hit 50K a month and I was burnt out. I was working with every client. And we all know those clients. These clients that are a headache, that don't really have any of their business acumen in place. And I was reaching a $1 million run rate. We were set as a company to hit 7 figures as a run rate. But I realized that I had gotten myself into a deep, deep mess. And I remember the moment clearly where we hit 50K a month. And what on the surface should have been the best day of my life, the best month of my life, I was the most burnt out. I remember, yes, it was a little small, like happiness, but when I saw the Stripe account, and then I remember taking out my phone and going to my bank account and knowing that I had so much more expenses I was going to have to pay out. I just knew that it was just going to be empty. And the bank account just had nothing to show for it. And this is when I realized, man, at that moment, I was like, wow, none of this matters if I don't actually run a business that gives me profit, a business that serves my lifestyle, a business that allows me to actually enjoy the things I do and the clients I work with and the model that I'm in. And so I found out the hard way, and I had to fire team members. I had to let go of clients. I had to revamp the entire thing so that I could build an agency the right way. And I'll talk about the right way that you guys could run it. All right, but you don't have to wait for a huge team. You don't have to wait, until you have a fire to make this change. You can make this change now if you're running an agency or you're thinking about starting one. You can head in this direction now so that you don't have to, switch later down the line. All right, so the new way of running the agency is what we call a growth partner model. Okay, and what is it? Basically, what you do, in short, is you partner with clients doing a high 6 figures a year. So I'll give you guys an example. If you're working with, right now, if you're running a dental implant agency, right, high ticket, right, I had a client that they would make their clients, because these cases go for like 30, 40,000, they would make their clients 500K plus in accepted cases and charge, let's say 1,500, 2,000. Even if you charge 2,000 for 5 months, let's say you work with that client for 5 months, that's 10 grand compared to if you had 10% of 500 grand, guess what? That's 50,000. And this is why no one's talking about this. The highest LTV I see across the board with our clients in the agency space is like 10K, 15K, 20K. It's so small compared to what you could get if you actually did a revenue share. And this is the biggest thing. You can't do a revenue share with clients that don't have their stuff figured out, if they don't have a great business. And usually the clients that don't have a great business are the worst clients, and it's not worth doing a revenue share with. And so you're working with the worst clients and getting paid the least. And so the entire model changes when you decide to screw the other model with growth partner. You only work with established companies that are doing high 6 figures a year, probably 7 figures a year, and you're offering to get a rev share. And this is what allows you to get paid 30, 40, 50,000 plus per client and have a long, sustained relationship with the right clients that you enjoy working with, where they know what they're doing. And all you do is you come in and you handle their sales and marketing. Now, personally, the way that the niche I go after are agency owners, coaches, consultants, right? Because I'm in this space. I know it very well. And it's also easier for me to handle the entire sales process because it's online. Right, but if you run a brick and mortar lead gen agency or any agency right now, you already have clients that do have high ticket services, then stay in that space because you already know so much about it. That's the most important part, because you have to be skilled in what you do and the niche that you go after. So that's the most important thing. So if you have that model in place, now all you have to do is work and structure deals with your best clients that you enjoy working with, and make sure that they can pay you on a performance basis. And you can get rid of all your worst clients, be way more profitable keeping the right clients and getting paid more from the right clients and restructuring the deals. And that's what we're doing with our clients right now. We're looking at what's the best clients that you can work with, and then making more and structuring a deal that allows you to make more with them. If you're just starting out, then you can just go after agencies, coaches, consultants, learn the scale of acquisition, and then take a revenue share with those clients, right? So those are the 2 steps. Then you just, once you have 3-5 key clients, right, the goal is for the clients to give you a revenue share and pay you anywhere from $5,000 to $10,000 per client every month. And so that means you can hit $20K a month in profit without having to have 50 clients or 20 clients. You could just have 4 clients paying you $5K a month at $20K. And guess what, guys? You're keeping everything, right? You're going to be the actual growth partner, and they're going to hire team members in-house. You're going to direct them on how to hire, who to hire. But really, you're going to do all the work because you're doing high leverage work, right? And you're focusing on scaling just a few clients. You don't have to constantly sell. You don't have to spend 20 hours a week. I was so burnt out having to always try to think of the next person to sell. And I realized I wasn't running a business. You know, when I look back at business, it's like business is getting the result. Business is helping and bringing value to your customers. If your business is spent, half of your time a week is spent selling customers, then it's like, are we really providing a business here, right? But if it's focused, it should be focused on just getting client results. And you can only really do that when clients are paying you well enough for you to just be like, okay, well, I don't need new clients. I can keep the clients that we have now. And that's what I really believe the model should have been from the very start with running an agency, but it just got confused. And so you want to focus on scaling your client results. And as you scale your client results, because you're on performance-based or a revenue share, you get paid more. And so your income is directly correlated with client results instead of your income being correlated with just selling people and then having a bad product and then getting refunds or chargebacks. Right? Like I said, with this model, the goal and the reason why I came up with the solution of this model is you'll profit way more. So you don't have to have a big team. That means you don't have to manage an entire team, which gives you more time. It buys back some more freedom into your life, as well as allows you to just do the work that is required that gets the result for the client, and not have to manage a big team or not have to do anything that's not related to you being able to make more money, right? And that's the goal here. And so you can go back, simplify things, get lean, watch the bank account go up, focus on prioritizing profit, right? And you'll get happy customers, happy you, happy bank account, okay? And yeah, these are the differences, right? So if you look at the old agency, it's sell. With the new agency, retain and get paid more. Completely different. Old model is work with a ton of clients. This model is you work with a few clients and you have a ton of money from those clients. You get paid a lot from those clients. Old model is chase after revenue levels. Let's go after 100K, 200K, 300K. This model is just, hey, how do we maximize profit? How do we get profit to 50K, 100K? That's the question. And when you have the different goal in mind, when you have a different direction, you make different decisions, and where you end up is going to be dependent on what was the goal in the first place. And so if you keep the eyes on the prize, which is profit, then you'll make way better decisions, right? Low paying clients, now you're working with clients that are high IQ, paying you a lot. Big team, lean operation, right? You don't need a team. If you want to do this yourself, I ran 4 to 5 clients all by myself, right? And then I made the decision to get a VA, but even now it's only 1 team member. So it's 2 people on our team. So I don't have to manage. I don't have to do anything that I don't like doing. I can just focus on getting the results, right? And it's a much better model. So if you guys are interested in learning more about this model, shoot me a DM on Instagram. We'll have a chat. I'll show you guys how you can do this. But this works for you if you're running an agency right now, or if you're thinking of starting an agency. This right now is the best model that you guys can do and aligns with what you actually want. All right. See you guys. Peace.